Yeah. What's going on, everybody? I am that fat guy. Welcome to another episode of Legal Ham to the Face. It is episode 70, I think. Am I right?
Yes.
All right, so let's bring in the cohorts. Bri, look up before I call you in. There he is. And I'm bringing in Big Bri.
What's up?
And my cousin Vinny.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
So what's going on, brothers?
Nothing.
Another day in paradise of 95-degree and humid as shit in September. How about that?
We're used to it. 0-1 football team, 95-degree weather. What else is new?
Indians still suck. Let's just
that's something new. That's something new.
All right, well let's quickly get through the rundown real quick. Benny, what are we talking about today?
All right, rundown for today. We're going to talk a little my cousin Vinny's word of the day there, trivia time. And this one is on Big Bri, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, just making sure. And Indians, what are they doing? We're going to talk some Browns and look ahead to the Houston, see what's going on there. Fatboy Tuesday, we got Gameday Foods and top 3 bold predicts for the 2021-22 season.
Yeah, we didn't get into that last week. We were all enamored and fanboyed out a little bit last week. If you didn't catch last week's episode, our first shout out of the show is we want to thank Eric Metcalf for joining us last week. Wishing Brian early happy birthday. So thank you, Eric. Let's see here. Brian, you got any shout outs? You got what? Mark had a wedding this weekend, right?
Yeah, the reception was, so we had a good time there. But yeah, let me just piggyback off your first one and thank you to Eric Metcalf for putting in the effort. You're very gracious with your time over in Italy, and also thank you to the fat guy and all of your cohorts on Twitter for doing what you guys did, because you're starting to change my mind a little bit on Twitter being a bad place. So I appreciate y'all.
You just got to know the right people. You just can't follow the trolls like Mr. Goldhammer. Those are the ones you just got to stay away from. As long as you're with always positive Jay, everything is positive and sunshiny, bud.
Jay, Kevin, yeah, you guys are the best. I appreciate it.
I had Jay, I had Kevin, I had, oh my Lord, Mike. Mike got in on the action. We had Nick Carnes. There's a lot of people in play on that one. So thank you guys for helping me get a hold of Eric. And once again, showing up at 12:30 a.m. Italy time to talk to us. And we found out what bar it was at. Johnny's Bar. It's Johnny's. There's 2 places downtown called Johnny's. One's Johnny's Bar off of Fulton. And you found another Johnny's Bar off of...
There's a John... Yeah, West 6 was it maybe?
West 6.
West
so
6 sounds
we're gonna.
right.
They're a little pricey. So, but Brian and I decided that we'll go out on a mandate one of those times, get a couple bourbon, and get Vinny come with us. We'll have a legal ham mandate.
There you go.
Sure.
And we'll go down there and have a good time. What do you guys say?
Absolutely. Let's do it. And then before we get too far, let me show you. I am a true, real Eric Metcalf fan, even though he was giving me crap for not owning any jersey of his anymore. And so that one's for you, Eric. Shout out to my boys from Homage T-shirt Company.
You know something? I would have loved to see you try to get that jersey back when you were like 6 years old. Try to put that over.
Yeah, he made it sound like just a couple of cuts and a couple of sewn, and I'm good to go. No, it couldn't fit around my thigh right now.
You would have looked like Ezekiel Elliott back in the Ohio State days with them just rolled up underneath the pads and everything. You look great.
Who was the guard from Alabama? Chance Warmack or something? You
What about
remember him?
the tight end from Baylor? The offensive lineman that was a tight end.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get that would have been us, trying to get you in that jersey.
Hey, I'd have done it. Him calling me out like that, I'd have tried to fit into it.
Bud, I hear you. I hear you. So go ahead with your shout outs, bud. Finish them up.
That's all. That's all I got.
All right, Eddie, you?
We went on out to Melt Grill this past weekend here.
Speaking of Melt, I threw out on Twitter for Fatboy Tuesday. We were kind of we were talking. I wanted to see what people wanted us to talk about food wise or whatever. You know, something I realized. Fatboy Tuesday, we can talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about. It's our Fatboy Tuesday.
That's true.
So it doesn't have to be food. But Ted Mack, one of our great viewers who loves our show. You remember the guy from West Virginia likes all the spicy stuff that would tear up our insides?
Yeah.
He's never been to Melt before, so he'd like to know our go-tos when we go to Melt. So you want to give him a little heads up? Did you look at the menu? Because it's been a while since you've been to Melt.
Right. I didn't really look at the menu, but I've known from what I've gotten in the past. I think one was a buffalo chicken sandwich, and the other one was the piggy or something, barbecue pork.
Okay. Vinny, you had what'd you have?
I went ahead. I had the Monte Cristo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They deep fry it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
that's good.
Some kind of raspberry. I might be off on that. It's like a raspberry sauce. Right into it. Oh my god, fantastic!
Like mine, I like the big fish, but also you can't go wrong with the Melt Challenge. I mean, you really can't. Did you try it?
Eva nudged me.
Did she nudge? You didn't do it?
She nudged me. She goes, obviously not tonight because it's date night, but you come back at some point in time and you should do this challenge. It doesn't seem like that much food. You should be able to do it.
So, hey.
And I went, son of a. Oh.
You don't want to even try. No way.
Right. You know, for us, the 6-letter word that gets us excited, which is either hot dogs or option. 6-letter word that gets Vinny excited, buffet.
Who doesn't love a good buffet? Now, there's no way in hell I could ever do that Melt Challenge. It's just way too much cheese, way too much. No, I couldn't.
You'd be bound up for days. Oh, my Lord, you'd be bound up for days.
No way.
Why am I hearing an echo?
I just heard that too, actually.
It might be on Bry's side. It's all right. I don't care. All right, so keep going. I apologize. I had to get Ted back out of the road. So go ahead.
No, yeah, definitely. Melt Bar and Grill, and
All right. So I have to shout out Juice, our boy Juice from the QC's podcast. Just got married this weekend.
Oh, cool,
sucker! And hope that works out well for you. He's all happy though. They went down to Key West, and it was just Ponderosa and Coshocton used to. Yeah, they did have a good Ponderosa buffet. You remember?
Are those around anymore? Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
There's one in Brunswick.
Is there? Oh my God.
There was. I don't think there was one anymore.
Well, we need to find one and go to it. All right.
I used to go to the
Bad
one
boy road trip
on Snow Road.
Oh God, I love
there used to be one right over there, man.
Especially when they had the ice cream, the soft serve ice cream station.
Yep, exactly right.
Now we're getting off on a tangent. Thanks, Justin. Also, want to give a shout out to the African Wildlife Safari in Port Clinton. Over there, what is it? I can't remember. Wildlife Reserve, where you can drive your car through, you can feed the animals, you see giraffes and all that stuff. We took the boys there this weekend. Bri, I got up and close personal with a white buffalo named Tiny.
Great white buffalo.
Bri, I have never been so freaked out in my entire life because we're driving through there. We're feeding all the animals. Well, a couple little baby buffaloes come up. Bison. Come up. My kids start feeding them, right? And I'm looking out the passenger window. I'm not even paying attention to what's happening on my side because there was nothing over there. And I'm like, oh, and all of a sudden I felt a nudge on my shoulder. And I turned around. This big sumbitch had his whole head in my window staring me down for food. And I'm like, you were talking to the wrong person right now, brother. And I'm just sitting there looking at it. Hope's got a whole bunch of pictures. I'll put them out on Twitter later. But she goes, look on your face because you turned around and you looked at me with, hey, big boy. No, we took the Jetta. We didn't
Really?
we took
you took the Jetta.
We took the Jetta. So the boys got to feed some llamas, some alpacas, one of those Scottish cattle, the long hair cattle. What was it? The mule deer. What was the other thing that stole the whole cup from Charlie? Yeah, Charlie got the whole food. Charlie's sitting there feeding this, but going like this, and it just took the whole cup out of his hand. But no, it was a good time. We went up there. We had a blast. We got to show the boys. We went on the lake a little bit for the boys. So it was a good little getaway for us as a family. So that's all I got for shout outs. Oh, and our fantasy football league that has gone off without a win. Have you figured out the weeks yet?
Yes. So it is the first 4 weeks. We will take the bottom 2.
Are these added, rolled over, added?
Yep. So all 4 weeks added together.
Okay.
And then in week 5, you'll have the first elimination match with the bottom 2 scores.
So far right now, the bottom 2 scores are my cousin Vinny.
My cousin Vinny and
Aaron Rodgers and Papa V, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And Papa V, who was Papa V's? Oh, he had Fitzmagic, I think, or something like that. That went down quick.
I don't know who he had. I thought Big Man had Fitzpatrick.
Well, I know Vinny got screwed over because when you get 1.3 fantasy points from your starting quarterback, yeah. So,
so then after week 4, we'll do the cumulative for the first 4 weeks, but then after that, it's just a weekly game. So it doesn't matter if you're in first place or second place after the first 4 weeks. It's just a weekly game after that. Whoever gets the lowest score per week goes to the elimination next week.
Oh, okay. So it's cumulative.
The guillotine league. Yep.
And then after that, it's guillotine.
Then it's just a weekly match.
I like it.
There you go.
All right. So there's your answers. Vinny was hitting me up. I'm like, that's Bry's thing. I got enough crap.
Yeah.
Bry is the illegal hand to the face commissioner.
There you go.
No, Phillips hit me up. I forgot to text him back. So hopefully he's watching or listening.
He's not watching or listening. We'll find out later, though. He'll probably hit me up later.
Yeah.
So the first 4 weeks are added up.
Yeah, no. I'm understanding that. I took a look on the thing. Like, I think it was like my second or third pick. I think it was my third pick. Like, out. Like, already. I'm going, what the hell? I'm like,
that happened.
I hate that crap.
I know. It happens.
Here it happens.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, Saquon happened the first year.
Yeah, that's right. I remember.
Wait.
All right. Let's
hit the waiver wire, Vinny.
You gotta get the waiver wire, buddy.
Tonight. They run tonight.
Yep. You better be on it.
All right.
Because Brian and I are already on it. All right. So let's get into our show, boys. Let's do the My Cousin Vinny word of the day, and let's get it over with.
Oh, boy.
Yep. All right. Hey, hold on. All right. My Cousin Vinny word of the day. Inflammable. Okay, I got that one.
Inflammable. Okay.
So you think.
So I think.
So this is what makes things interesting. This is what I liked about this word here. Traditionally, a lot of people will confuse both inflammable and flammable.
How?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Okay. Stay tuned. I'm going to look like a moron. All right.
I better write it down now before I get any more beers in.
Hey, are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Right?
Nope.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Probably not.
All right. So, Vinny, let's get ready for trivia. All right. I think it's Bry. So, Bry, you ready for
my
trivia?
turn? Yep.
All right. Here we go.
All right, so our trivia is brought to you by Papa V and Curb Appeal. I forgot to do our show sponsor again. Why can't I do that right out of the gate? I should do it before I bring you guys in. That's my fault.
I need a banner for it
for Lake Erie APA. Yeah,
absolutely.
I got to get on
add
Harold
that.
because I got to get a picture too because I wanted to actually do a nice little video tribute to him and everything else.
Oh yeah.
So our show is brought to you by Lake Erie APA and Harold Keel. Come out and join the Lake Erie APA. They just had their tournament in Vegas. Right now we are running winter session, which is 16-week or fall session.
Fall session. Well,
Which
fall,
is
winter.
fall winter, which is our 16-week. It's one of our biggest ones.
Yeah.
And it's awesome for us because I get to watch all the Browns games at the bar. Either the tail end of the 1 o'clock or all the 4 o'clock. So hit up Lake Erie APA on their Facebook page or get a hold of us here at Illegal Ham in the Face, and we will get you hooked up with Harold. So thank you guys for that. All right. So our trivia is brought to you by Papa V at curbappeal419.com. Get a hold of Papa V for all your landscaping needs over on the west side of Ohio, Lima, Bluffton, and Findlay area, I believe. So, right. I hit you guys up with a whole bunch of cheddar last week with a $600 pound of cheddar.
Not a 1 million pound.
No, not 1 million. Vinny was way off.
Vinny threw me off. I went 1.5.
Hey, if it was a million, it better come with Giselle and a few other things.
That was some stinky cheddar.
That was some stinky
there
cheddar.
you go. Nice.
All right, so let's do it. Let's do it, brother. What we got for me?
Well, I couldn't remember if I asked you last year about who the Browns quarterback was the last time they won an opener.
Yes,
I didn't go with that. Did I ask you that?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I already know who it is, so we can do that again.
Well, yeah. I mean, tell everyone who it is.
Jeff Garcia.
Jeff Garcia. Do you know who the coach was?
07. Was it? It wasn't Butchie.
04 was the year.
Was it Butchie?
Butch Davis.
Butchie.
So I pivoted because I that was my one all along. But then I was like, I'm pretty sure I asked you that already. So
thank you, Ed.
We are going.
Go ahead.
We are going to the college football game, and we are going to who is the number one college football player on Mel Kiper's big board.
Ooh, I like it. For this year?
For this year. So it would be next year's draft, this year's college football season.
Next year's draft. All right, I got you.
Okay, so who's going to be the number one pick next year?
Gotcha. All right.
Cool.
I like it. All right, so let's get into Brian. I want to get into our Indians real quick. Is that okay?
Sure.
Let's get them done and over with because this is the last time we're going to talk about them probably this year. Our Indians have finally, I don't know what the hell they're doing because they're bringing back Bieber. Savali's already back. They're working on Roberto coming back. Why are these guys coming back, Bri? Like, it's a lost season. You guys are so far out of it. Like, you have a 0.00167% chance to get in the playoffs, and you guys are, like, trying to scratch and claw. Just let them heal up and get ready for next year, right?
Yeah, the only two options that I really think that would make sense to me was either one, they're trying to build some momentum for next year and try to get them to finish off this season, and kind of have a normal off season after that on, whether it be their routines that they've done in the past, taking time off and then get it back into it, just trying to get some normalcy would be one option. And the other one is just they're desperate. I mean, they've been pretty embarrassing over the last couple weeks, last 3 weeks or whatever. So just trying to get some momentum heading into next year.
Well, the other thing is they have been no-hit now a record 3 times this year. Quick trivia for you. What pitcher pitched for the Indians all 3 times that they've been no-hit?
Plesac?
Zach Plesac. I feel bad for that kid.
I know. Well, and I mean, that's pretty embarrassing to begin with, but I had a friend who went to the game on, Wednesday, and there were a bunch of us that went to Topgolf. He joined us at Topgolf at like 9:15, and I go, "What are you doing here? I thought you were at the Indians game." And he said, "I was. The game is over already." I go, "What?" He said, "They didn't even get a hit on Wednesday until like the 6th or 7th inning.
Yeah,
And then what was it on Sunday? They didn't even get a hit till like the 6th inning or something."
it's bad.
So it's not like this is just a one game thing or if this happened 3 times and we're good other than that. I mean, it's a double-A team at this point.
I just say play the young kids, just gut out the rest of the season, be done with it. I mean, it's
Yeah,
chalk it up. I mean,
mean,
we have what? Frambo and Hosey are
Right.
right around 30 home runs each, right?
hmm
They got to be close to it. So at least we have our solid 3-4 hitter. And, we'll figure out what happens after that. But, I mean, they still need to find some outfield help. Definitely an outfield bat.
sure.
But you also got to look at shortstop and second base now, too. So, I mean, you got a lot of questions to answer.
Yeah, and I thought I heard something maybe that they were going to vote on at the winter meetings about having a baseline for what each team has to spend every single year, which is like $100 million, what they're talking about. And the Indians, I think, are what, 40 or 50 million is their payroll right now.
It's less than that. It's like 20 something.
So they would have to spend some major money if that becomes a new
but
rule.
I mean, that's what they really need is a ceiling. I mean, they just need a salary cap in general, and that
salary cap, yeah,
because that would actually get the smaller mid markets to be able to keep their players.
Sure.
And it also draw in more people into baseball because, yes, New York, LA, all these big markets, yes, they're going to have huge baseball fans. We have great baseball fans here in Cleveland. We really do. But why would we want to go to a game to watch a guy that just gone up from AA? Now, granted, they have done very good things with the quarter bar, with ticket pricing, with bleachers, with kids, everything else. And people should go to the games. I mean, it's $10 to go to the game and sit in the bleachers, or to go to the quarter bar and have a couple beers with your friends beforehand. Like it's actually affordable for you to go, unlike certain places. So even if it's just like just a weekend, be like, something, I want to go to the Tribe game. You can spend $15, get a ticket, just enjoy just the day out. You can be downtown, have dinner, and then just go to the game for a few innings. You don't have to be there for the entire game.
Just imagine how different this franchise would be if over the years we were able to sign a guy like Frankie Lindor, even though he's not doing great this year, or CC Sabathia, or
let's go. We have Cleveland Indians, not the ones that flip off other people, and the guy getting fights with the Yankees players.
Right, but I'm not looking at the production after they sign these big deals. I'm just saying we know as Indians fans, we're all excited about Shane Bieber.
Oh yeah,
but in the back of our minds, we're like, we might have him for 2 years, 3 years, and then we'll have to trade him. Okay, and then hopefully we can get excited about somebody else rather than the Browns. We know we drafted a great defensive end from Texas A&M, and we can get excited about him for 10 years, 15 years.
Yeah.
Whereas with the Indians, it's like, well, we got 3 or 4 years to be excited, and then, maybe after 2 of those years, we have to talk about trading him.
Well, Ed in Columbus is calling his shot. You ready for this try? Ed in Columbus said they will win the AL Central next year.
They could. Sure, absolutely. Oh. Yeah, they stay healthy.
Mom's in. Say hi to Mom, Bri.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. You were supposed to call me and you never did. So that's okay. I'll talk to you later. She's coming in to watch the kids, so I'm excited.
Oh, cool.
We got a babysitter. Hope and I are going down to the casino for the big play. Tailgate from 10 to kickoff. So if you guys want to catch the fat guy down there, I'll be down there with my wife. So Craig and his wife will be down there. And then you might catch me all really inebriated at some point in time. Mr. B is playing some pool later. I'm just saying.
Oh, boy, that's going to be a long day. So I won't be seeing you on Monday then, is what you're telling me.
Brian, you're lucky you see me now. Let's be honest.
This is true.
All right, so let's do it. Let's get into the Brownies. Come on.
All right.
So the Browns drop a heartbreaker to Kansas City, 33-29, which kudos on your score. You were 4 points off. Vinny went with his
Unfortunately.
27-24 motto. I think it was, right?
And you know what? That was pretty darn
27-24.
close.
Let's
If you
bring you
would've-
back
You
in.
were there.
Back in.
That was pretty close. If you took away, I'm just bumping things now,
Now you're just tearing shit up.
tearing it up. I'm very emotional about it.
I love how you're about to justify this set score that you had from
Yeah.
1 year ago. This
Well,
isn't like you just decided
That's like
last
an
week that
ultimate
this is
bold
the score. You
predict. What are
decided
you talking about?
you decided this 9 months ago that you were going to pick 27-24 in the Browns opener.
That's
Hey.
like the best. That has always been the go-to score.
By the way,
I get it.
I got a tally mark going right now. He has one for 27-24. I want to see how many tally marks I get
Oh,
throughout
wow.
Oh,
Okay.
the year.
it's week 1. Okay, yeah, one
Yeah.
for one.
One for one. So,
Uh-huh.
but no, I mean it was a great game.
Yeah.
The Browns should have won. They should have won. They
Yeah.
should have won. They should have won. They should have
Yeah.
won. Should have won.
Sure.
Should have won.
Sure.
But this is what gets the elite teams above a team that's coming up. Is they don't make those mistakes. They don't fumble a punt. They don't do stupid mistakes at the end of the game. Also, they don't go away from their bread and butter. I didn't see Chubb really touch the ball that much after the first half. Like first half, he was on fire. Or was I wrong?
No, and it was just a weird game script. Especially in the second half. We only had 4 plays in the third quarter, and 3 of them were Chubb runs, and unfortunately on that third one was when he fumbled. And then we get the ball back after they pull within 2, and then we have a 3 and out like that, and then the fumble punt, and before you know it, now we're chasing points. Now we're behind. So just the way the whole game script unfolded, it was tough. That third quarter really shifted the momentum, and unfortunately the Chubb fumble was a big part of that.
Probably the first half, it was like I'm watching it, I'm at the bar, and I am going absolutely insane because they're not missing anything.
Yeah.
Like it was bang, bang, bang. Even the balls on Stefanski for 4th and 3 to do a slant to Austin Hooper, and Baker put it right in the breadbasket. There was no way that defender was going to go anywhere near that football. Baker put it right in the right spot. And
Yeah.
you know something? I understand that Baker had a problem in the fourth quarter through the interception. You know something? He's even upset with himself about that, Bri. Like, he knows that that's a mistake. I get that. But you know something? At the end of the day, this is a whole team thing. It's not just one person. Yes, we gave Baker the ball, chance to get us back into it. The great thing is watch our 2 edge rushers get the offense the ball back. Clowney, Garrett, Sack and Mahomes to get the offense the ball back. That was nice to see also. And it was also nice to see Clowney's name come up a lot because he showed up and balled out that week.
Yeah, I think I give credit to Stefanski for having the perspective in that first half to know that I know it's the first drive of the game, but this is the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to put up their points. So
Exactly.
field goals aren't going to beat them. And even though it was tied at 0, we were driving down. A 4th and 3 chip shot field goal, we could have easily taken it. He knew we need touchdowns to beat them. And so that first half, that was a damn near perfect half. And unfortunately, the reason I'm optimistic based on this game for the regular season and what it means. I mean, the Browns are a top 5 team. There's no doubt in my mind. But I have a little doubt. I'm a little pessimistic when it comes to playing the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs because you do have to play a near perfect game to beat them. We did it in the first half, and we were far from it in the second half, but we still had a chance at the end. But I think because our defense kept us in the game, and that Chubb fumble, that 3 and out, that really hurt.
The Chubb fumble, I'm not chalking that one. Yes, that hurt. that was only 3 points. The defense stood them up and kept it to 3 points.
Sure.
The Jamie Gillen muff, and I don't know what the hell he was doing. That's what you cannot give teams like Tampa Bay, Green Bay, Kansas City, anybody in the NFL a 1st and 15. They are going to score a touchdown. That was a 10-point swing right there. That punt, muff punt, whatever you want to call it, fumble, whatever the hell it was, that's what changed the game. It was that moment right there. Because after that moment, the wind came out of the Browns, and then it just went straight in. Because Kansas City knew they were either getting another 3 points or a touchdown. And when you're at first on the 15, first down on the 15, you're wanting a touchdown. You're not wanting a field goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me take a little pressure off Jamie Gillen. It was an excusable play. There's no doubt about it. He dropped it. He still had time to pick it up and punt it, but he panicked.
Oh yeah.
So
hey,
it happens. It was a terrible play, but that play didn't lose us the game. It hurt, but at the end of the day, we only scored 7 points in the second half. We had the ball with 3 minutes left to go down and take the lead. And we didn't make enough plays. And I don't necessarily blame one person for that, but it's a whole different ball game when there's 3 minutes left. The defense knows you have to throw the ball. You know you have to throw the ball, and you just have to go out and do it. You can't lean on the run game. The play action's not going to work. It's going to be up to our offensive line to pass block. It's going to be up to Baker to make the right reads. And it's going to be up to the receivers to get open. And we just didn't do it. And that's what maybe concerns me the most is this is now 2 games in a row that the Browns have been in Kansas City with the ball, chance to take the lead, and we have to throw the ball. And the defense knows we have to throw the ball. And it's not like we got down to the 10-yard line and then stalled out. We didn't move it very far. We had a great screen to Hunt on the second play, which gained like 20 yards, which if I'm nitpicking, I could wonder, like, why aren't we running more screens? Our screen game is top notch. We always seem to have success with it.
Well, especially with our offensive line pulling out. I mean, watching Chubb get a touchdown and not be touched for 20 yards was absolutely amazing. Like, I'm sitting there like, I wanted to flip over the bar and everything else. I'm like, nobody was even around him. Our offensive line played great. And Jed Wills went out, too, with a little ankle injury. So for Hubbard to come in and kind of hold down the offensive line, it was amazing. I mean, the offensive line played great, I thought. I mean, yes, there's a couple times that Baker got pressured, but Baker had all day to do whatever he wanted.
Yeah, and I think it was on that third down play to Schwartz where Baker had all the time in the world. And that was another thing that we almost lose sight of was the fact that OBJ didn't play, and if he was out there, who knows if he makes a difference. But it sounds like Schwartz got all the playing time that he got just because Odell was out. Like Schwartz was his backup, even because you have People Jones having to know his routes that he has to run. You have Landry running those routes. Schwartz was the guy running all the OBJ routes. And so, it was nice to see that in his very first NFL game, he had that kind of success, but you can't replace the veteran leadership of OBJ and his experience.
The great thing is, though, is now I know why they drafted him. His speed, holy shit, Bri.
Yeah.
So I gotta get to the comments real quick. Just Ed and Columbus said the Browns should have worn brown pants because they pooped themselves in the second half. And then Justin Masters, and this is probably one of the best ones because we do our own show. We say whatever we want. Game one reminds me of a young kid going on a first date. They shot their wad in the first half and didn't have any stamina to keep going. Justin, I cannot. I mean, you can't argue that one. I mean, because they came out guns a-blazing. I think they were overhyped in the first half, and then it finally came back to them. But you got to credit Kansas City because Kansas City made some defensive changes in the second half to kind of eliminate a lot of stuff. But, I mean, watching Juice play, the thing that I take away from the game is, Brian, is the past 2 years, Tennessee, Baltimore, wasn't even a game. Like, blown the hell out. But this one, especially watching the first half, even part of the second half, they picked up where they left off. And I get excited about that because, yes, this is a team that went to the Super Bowl the past 2 years, correct? They won one and they lost one.
Yep.
You had them on the ropes twice now. You just got to take that next step to get over those ropes. You just got to take that next step. And guess what? That next step might happen. I think this was the punch in the mouth that they kind of needed to let them know that they're there. They're just not there yet.
Yeah, they still have a lot to prove. And, yeah, I would have worried if they won this game that maybe they would get a little complacent and even come down to playoff time, going back to Kansas City. Oh, you know what? We beat them in week 1. We can win in this stadium. No, over the next 10, 15 years, as long as Mahomes is there, you're never going to have an easy win against the Kansas City Chiefs. I know we're all sick and tired of hearing about how great he is, but I mean, it's something you're going to have to deal with over these next several years because he's not going anywhere. So we just have to hope for a defensive performance like we had in the first half, to where, if you give up a field goal, that's a win.
Yeah.
If you don't give up a 80-yard reception for a touchdown to Tyreek Hill, that's a win. So you just have to manage the storm. We're going to have to score 35 points to beat them, and that's just what it's going to have to be. And so we were on pace for that after the first half. Defense played great. I would like to see Garrett and Clowney maybe do a little more stunts, or we've been hearing for months now that you can line up Garrett on the inside, or you can line up Clowney on the inside, because it seemed like
I did see Clowney on the inside with Garrett right beside him. So I saw them together on one side together. It's
okay.
Just, I'm like with you. Like, I want to see more of them kind of switching in and out, but also Garrett, I mean, Brian, they did a great job of trying to keep it underneath and get the ball out quick from Patrick Mahomes, because it's like they were in the backfield whenever they wanted to be.
Well, and with Garrett and Clowney, I saw a ton of times that they're just flying off the edge, and then Patrick Mahomes, all he has to do is step up in the pocket to get away from him. And then I don't know if he has to call Dwight Freeney for lessons on how to do a spin move to get back to the inside or what it is, but we saw it in the Super Bowl. You have guys flying off the edge, and the reason Patrick Mahomes couldn't step up in the pocket in the Super Bowl was because you have Vita Vea and Ndamukong Suh pushing that pocket up front, so he had nowhere to go. So that's why he would turn around, turn his back to the play, and start running backwards, because he had nowhere to go. So if we can have a guy we haven't talked about yet is Malik McDowell. He had a great game. His first game in 2 or 3 years.
Did you see the plays?
He was a monster.
Oh, my Lord, He was amazing.
So if he can continue to make those progressions and to take the next step, we have Andrew Billings, who hasn't played in a year. So our defensive tackles can get better. Togiai is still a rookie and doesn't have any experience. So hopefully by January, when we're playing them, Mahomes isn't going to be able to step up in that pocket. And because with his passing ability and his ability with his legs, I mean, he picked up a big first down. He scored the touchdown with his legs when McKinley had him dead to rights, and he was just a little bit out of control, and Mahomes went right around him. So it's not going to be easy, but it's doable. But like I said to start this all, you're going to have to play damn perfect football to beat them, and you're going to need guys to come up in the clutch when you're down a little bit and you need that score, because we did a great job playing ahead for the first 3 quarters, but once we got down, we didn't do much with it.
Kelly came up with the best thing. Kelly is the best, came up with the best thing. The Chiefs and the Warriors, Mahomes, Curry, Arrowhead is Oracle. We will
totally agree. Totally agree.
I'm in the same boat with that, because that's our stepping stone right there. That's where we're at. That's where we want to be. Now, Chubb played an amazing game. That one fumble, I'm not going to be upset about that, because that kid is just special, Brian. Even just watching him, he knew he fumbled. He knew he messed up. I've never seen any emotion out of Nick Chubb until he fumbled the football, and he was pissed. Not like a little bit pissed. Like he was pissed.
I forgot how much fun. It's so much fun. It's such a joy to watch him run the football. It really is, because you can see all the entire, 20 guys on the field go to one area, and then all of a sudden somehow he squirts out of there and gets 10 or 15 yards. It's like, how the heck does this guy do it every single time? And so
he breaks like
I'm with you.
Doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the one that fumbled it, but I'm not going to kill him for it just because, he's the heart and soul of our team. He's the heart and soul of our offense, and we go as he goes. So hopefully better luck next time.
So I want to get in before we switch gears over towards Houston. We had Rodney Harrison get booted out of the game, like, what is it, 8 plays in or some shit like that. Yep. It wasn't pretty. But, that had to have a huge impact on the defense, because guess what? After he goes, you have MJ Stewart. There's no Delpit. So you got John Johnson, MJ Stewart, and a rookie, LeCount, playing.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think it's kind of Bush League what the coach did. I understand why the coach did it. And I understand, Harrison's actions. You can't put your hands on anybody afterwards. I get that. But for him to be completely kicked out of the game and nothing happened to that coach is complete BS, because the coach initiated it.
Yeah, but that's just kind of how it is. The players are judged differently. You have these physical freaks out on the field, and it's like a student pushing a teacher. It's never going to fly. You have to have more control than that, especially 8 plays in. There's no excuse for it. And he has to be better. And I'm sure that's what Stefanski's telling him. I'm sure Stefanski's making an example out of him, and just letting him know, hey, you let your team down. We've been waiting for this game for 8 months, and you let us down. And that's on you, and you have to be better. And he will be. If he wants to be a part of this team, he will be better. He'll learn from this, and hopefully he can have a good bounce back game next week, and get into a better mindset going forward with this team.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into Houston next week. All right. So next week we got Houston coming in here with a crap ton of Cleveland Browns on their team.
That's what I heard.
But they actually went out and laid it to the Jaguars last week.
Please tell me they have Sendejo on their team.
Oh my God! I got to search up the roster.
I hope so.
All right, I don't think they do. God, I don't.
Sendejo and Dwayne Bowe.
Oh,
Kenny Britt. Yeah,
that'd be great.
Hopefully, sign those guys. Those are good players.
Houston's, I think, one of the oldest teams coming into this year, because they got David Johnson. They got a lot of veterans for the team. The one thing I worry about, though, is because they kind of look like a team like the Raiders did to us last year. Granted, it was a weather game, but they kind of look like a team is going to punch you in the mouth with their running backs and then try to do a little play action on you, not kind of take the top off, but kind of scare you a little bit. What do you think about Houston? What's your outlook for the Houston game coming up?
I feel pretty good about it. I think Houston just played Jacksonville. That's a mess of a team right now, and I think the Browns. Stefanski's going to have the Browns ready. There's not going to be a letdown here. I'd be very surprised if we don't win by double digits. We're going to be hungry. We're going to be playing in front of a packed stadium for the first time in a couple years, so it will be fine. I don't think the veteran leadership that the Texans have will really affect anything. I know we know what Tyrod Taylor is. Mark Ingram's pretty washed up, but we'll be fine. Yeah, I'm excited to see the game. I'm excited to see us flourish. And guys aren't going to take this game too lightly. They're not going to. Stefanski came out this week and he was talking about how, we got to go against the 1-0 Texans. So he's finally a coach that we have to where I don't worry about us playing down to our competition. We'll be fine.
So our crack production staff over here.
Oh, I hear him.
He first, hold on, let me bring him in. He first gave me, no, I'm bringing him in.
No.
He first gave me the Jaguars roster.
Oh, Trevor Lawrence is on the Texans now, huh?
So hold on. So I moved you to solo, and I said Houston. So he brings up the Houston roster, and it's the Houston Rockets.
Oh my god!
That's what
I
I
didn't
was
even
hoping
notice
for.
that.
That's
And
what
I'm
I was
sitting
hoping
laughing.
for.
I'm like, damn NBA players. I look at him
Yeah,
like, come
they're
on,
NBA
Manny. Come
players.
on,
What?
Manny.
John Wall's a two-sport star now.
Oh my god!
It's the Houston Rockets, right? Attaboy.
Well, yeah.
Attaboy. I love him. I love him.
Well done,
Jeez.
Vinny.
All right. So
Well done.
the thing I'm kind
Oh.
of looking forward to with Houston is their defense is still in shambles. I mean, they don't have a good defense. Let's be honest. And I got to see our boys run. I want to see more of Chubb and Hunt run the ball, and a little bit more Hooper. Hooper came out the beginning of the game last week. Oh, here
Try
it comes.
that.
Here,
that.
we got it now.
It still
Hooper
took
came
longer
out at the
than
beginning
I
of the game, and then he kind of faded out when they started passing to Njoku and Bryant. But
Yeah.
Hooper made some big plays for us. I would love to see that. And also, Jarvis, keep me at you, brother. Jarvis Landry. Bry, I tell this to a lot of people, and people laugh at me. He really is the heart and soul of this Browns team. I truly believe that, because if he wasn't on this team doing the stuff that he does, because he doesn't take plays off, he blocks downfield, he does anything that he needs to do to help everybody win. Now, granted, he might get 15 yards and might get a penalty for trash talking and taunting, but he's still not going to let your team down. Like, watching him play last week and seeing what he did was absolutely amazing. Oh, let's see here. Darren Fells, former Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Tyrod Taylor, former Brown. Is Duke
Mhm.
Johnson still on this team?
I don't know.
Josh McCown. Josh McCown's
No.
on the team?
No, he's coaching high school football.
Okay. Yep. Up. Duke Johnson. There it is.
Uh-huh.
Thought there was another one.
Pharaoh Brown,
Pharaoh Brown.
Christian
there was-
Kirksey.
Christian. That's the other one I was missing. Christian Kirksey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go. Monday headline. I can't even read it. We have liftoff.
We have
Browns.
liftoff. Brown Stars shine. Get first victory of the season. I like it. Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
they'll take them down. I mean, I don't know if you want to get into your picks now, but I'm not. The players shouldn't take them lightly, but I kind of am as a fan.
Okay, well, let's get into the picks. I mean, we're already we have Vinny going 15-2, and they've already lost one. I went 14-3, and they've already lost one. And
Yeah.
you're 13-4, and they've already lost one.
Me and Eric Metcalf, he said 13 wins too, didn't he?
He didn't want to put that kind of expectations on
I
him.
think he
The
did say
best
13.
quote I got from Eric Metcalf was, we'll score touchdowns and make them look stupid.
Yes.
He sure did.
Hands down the
Sure
best
did.
quote I have ever heard in my entire life. I almost flipped the table when he said that.
I like
All
the
right,
honesty.
Let's give our scores for the Houston. So, do you want to go first this time, because you kind of
Yeah, I will. I'll go 31-13.
31-13.
31-13 Browns.
Vinny's getting his pen here. Are you going to go 27-24 Browns?
No,
Better not. I'd be disappointed with that.
no, I'm not. I'm gonna go 28-25.
So that still counts as one.
He's snaking
No,
the
it doesn't.
grass.
That counts as one. It's close enough. You really going 28-25?
No, I just pulled that out of my butt.
That a boy. What are you going with?
Let's see. Houston and what did Brad say?
Bry said 31-10.
13.
31-13.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go 35. I think I think the Browns have got a lot more in there. Texans really aren't a KC team. So I'm gonna go 35, 35-18.
35-18.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta
Nice.
dribble that one out. So it's only one right now, Bry.
Okay.
You know something? I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to go 40-21.
Okay. Get some garbage time points.
Garbage time
The
points.
Texans, yeah.
I think so because I think the Browns are going to come out like they did with Tennessee, like they did the last time. Kind of punch them in the mouth right at the beginning, and then see what happens afterwards.
Can we make some sort of bet like is it gonna be more Jared Beers or is it gonna be more Houston points?
Depending for the day.
Or beer drinks. I won't say beers, I'll say drinks for the day.
Oh, you guys really want to do that?
I mean, if you can keep track of them, that's going to be the hardest part. You keeping track of all of them. I might say if you're going to pool afterwards, I might go with Jared Drinks.
It's a 1 p.m. game.
No, you get the party started at 10 in the morning.
Actually, 9.
9.
So from 9 o'clock until when pool ends, which is
until when pool ends.
Yeah.
Yep.
How many drinks do you think I could do at that point in time? Do you think
what you could do? You could do
like
20.
Houston scores.
You have Houston at 21 drinks. 9 a.m. Am I with you or not?
That's 10 hours
You are
of
not
drinking.
with me.
Not at all.
So
Not at all.
That's 2 drinks an hour. It's not that much.
Yeah, two drinks an hour. That should be normal for them.
I mean, unless it's like double shots of bourbon or something.
Well, do you count double shots of bourbon as 2? Or do you?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Because I
count
don't
it as 2.
I don't.
1.
I was going to say because I don't come in soft. I come in hot.
I was going to say
So,
these aren't filled with water.
Yeah.
Right. Do you
By the
drink
way,
the
Cleveland Underground whiskey right now that Vinny and I are sipping on?
That's true.
Do you drink it straight?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah. Yeah. I might go Houston. I might go Houston points then if you're drinking straight bourbon.
Oh no. So what I'm going to do is for the tailgate, I do Bloody Marys first thing in the morning. Because me and my wife do Bloody Marys together.
I've never had a Bloody Mary in my life, believe it or not.
We are going to gamble. Might let snack a little bit.
Yeah.
Mike.
I will.
Mike.
I gotta get a base. I gotta get a base.
Snacking's fine. I'm just trying to think of how many drinks you would have in between there. So yeah. Give me some kind of a rundown, and I'll do over under.
So here's what's going to happen. So
all right,
from 9, we're at 50 minutes. We gotta get a Fat Boy Tuesday here.
Well,
okay, go ahead.
Let's just say from 9 until about noon, it's Bloody Mary time. So I might have 3 to 4 Bloody Marys.
You think more? I think higher.
No.
6.
At that rate, if you're going 9 to noon with only Bloody Marys,
yeah,
I don't see you having that many Bloody Marys.
So 6
between 9 and noon.
That's 3 hours. 2 an hour is 6.
6. Even if I give you Bloody Marys, no, I don't see that happening. So,
really?
I think you got it.
Bloody Marys?
Yeah, I love Bloody Marys.
Do you really?
Yeah. With the dill pickle and the olives.
All right.
Oh yeah.
All right. Maybe my problem is that I don't like Bloody Marys at all.
No, neither do I. I don't know how big's a Bloody Mary like that.
How about this? Brian, Vinny?
No, Vinny. Yeah.
No, I know. Brian, Vinny. What about rum and cokes? Because those are my go-to. How many do you think those I could drink from 9 until noon?
If it's one shot, you could easily do 2 an hour.
Oh, easily.
If it's double shot,
I know how many rum and cokes I used to do from 4 p.m. to midnight. So I mean, yeah, you're looking at 8 hours. You know,
we got take it off the board. There's enough. It's not consistent. Like if it was like me, it would be beers and it would be like Coors Light. So that's consistent. If you're going Bloody Marys, you're going double shots, you're going rum and cokes. There's no way to tell
about the carbonation effect. If you're talking shots,
hey,
there's a lot to play into this.
That's why
take it off the board.
Certain occasions, I do not touch beer because I feel bloated,
and he doesn't usually drink beer.
And I go,
so you got to take that in consideration.
I go straight hard liquor and other Long Islands. Oh my god, I forgot about Long Island.
Yeah.
All right,
or Vizzies. If you stick with your Vizzies,
that's like 6 drinks.
That's like.
Yeah, right.
That's like 3 different shots.
Well, you know something here. How about this? We're already Come on, let's get into Fat Boy Tuesday.
All
We're
right.
not-
Yep, come on. All right. It's off the board. I took it
It's
off.
off the board. It was close, Bri.
Let's
Bri.
put that in for next episode before he gives the response.
Well, I'm going to the game in 2 weeks for the Bears, and with me, we can do beers. And I'll count the Coors Lights I got.
I want you to put the bottle caps or tabs in your pocket. I need to know for sure, and I know who you're going with. And I will tell my sister and Chris to keep an eye on you.
Well, I may have to drive is the only thing, so we'll see about that first.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Got to be safe.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, I know
I
it's
hit the
game.
wrong one first.
It's
Ding,
Game
ding,
Day
ding.
Foods.
And now it's time for Fat Boy Tuesday.
And our Fat Boy Tuesday is not sponsored because of shit like that. All right. So we have
All
decided that Fat Boy Tuesday can be whatever the hell we want it to be. And today we are doing Game Day Foods.
Yes.
So our Fat Boy Tuesday Game Day Foods. So for me, yesterday during the game, I was at Pool League. I had myself a Mr. B's burger, which was their take on the Roman burger, and a dozen spicy garlic wings with blue cheese and celery. So that's what I had but normally my game day foods, mostly wings. I love wings during football games. You give me not boneless wings, Bri. Wing.
Okay.
Bone in.
Okay.
I need a little substance. I need wings. And normally at that point,
substance.
at that point in time, maybe a buffalo chicken or some kind of sandwich to go along with it. Depending on where
Sure.
I'm at, most of the time it's a Reuben and wings. So
Sure.
nachos, pizza, and chili. Holy shit, Justin. He just
Can't
went.
go wrong.
He just hey,
Trifecta.
I'm not going to say no to pizza, but most of the time I'm out during the game. So let's go to my cousin Vinny. Vinny, what do you got for game day foods, bud?
Normal game day foods is whatever Mama's spread is.
I know Mama's spread. I gotta go over there for
You
that.
know? First day's game day spread here this year. Actually, I really didn't. I didn't go to Mom's, so
I should smack the shit out of you.
I was at home. Actually, I went out to my brother-in-law's, and we were helping a lot of the times put.
Princess.
She likes that. She likes
She
that
got
spread.
excited. She got excited.
She did.
Your spirit animal.
What do you mean you didn't watch?
You talking food up there?
I didn't end up watching a lot of the first half of the game. We were over at we were over at my brother-in-law's house.
All right.
We were cleaning out the attic of the of his pool barn. So a lot of raccoon feces and asbestos.
We don't want
That's
that.
what I was waiting for.
Well, you know,
there we go.
Bingo. I got it.
we did go out. Where did we
Oh.
go? We went to Longhorn. We went to Longhorn though.
All right. Well, after rat feces.
Smooth transition.
All right. Hey,
I had a mask on.
Hey.
That was good.
you know what the great thing is? And mute. So,
No, I want to hear more about the feces and the Longhorns.
So, I mean, pizza's a go-to, right, Bri?
Well, for me, it depends. There's 3 different scenarios. Am I, like, on Sunday, watching it from home, just my wife and I. We were supposed to go to my brother's, but my niece was not feeling well, so just stayed home. Watching it at my house, having a low-key kind of day, it's pizza. This past weekend, it was Antonio's Pizza. Have you ever had Antonio's?
I have, but you were just a pepperoni guy, right?
We went bacon this time. The wife went out, so
you just
we went
bacon.
Just bacon.
No
Yep. No pepperoni.
So Brian is a one-topping guy.
Yep, pretty much. I'll do pepperoni, bacon, sausage, but if you get too much on there, it can get to be a little too much. I can't have my 4, 5, 6 pieces like I like to have.
Oh, we have Jet's Pizza.
Yeah,
I
love Jets.
Oh my
The deep
God, I love
dish.
Jets. Yeah. And wings begin with W. Gotta have them.
Get the W. So if I'm going out to a bar, it's some sort of sandwich, chicken, buffalo chicken, a burger, maybe I'll get wings or something like that. But then the third scenario is like having a house party, having people over.
Oh, dips.
Which, if that's the case, it's dips, it's crock pot chicken, meatballs, the famous meatballs. Got to get those, and you just go make a plate and get like 5 or 6 different things, throw it on your plate. So it just depends how I'm taking in the game that day.
Now, Paulie, Brian and I love the barbecue and chicken pizza from Jets. Also, you've had the BLT, right, Brian? What do you think about that guy?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh my
I
God,
love
the
all the
great.
specialty pizzas there.
Yeah,
Taco? Do they have a taco pizza?
I think they do.
Yeah.
I love Jets. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know how Jose hates Jets that much. I could eat 12 pieces of that and just feel miserable for the rest of the day. I'll be all right.
That's the problem. It's so good. It's knowing when to stop.
Crack. It's crack, right?
It is nice and crispy and buttery crust, but the pieces are about that thick.
Cajun crust seasoning from Jets? I did not know they
I
had.
haven't had that.
Well, shit. Well, here
That
we
must
go.
be their normal crust type deal.
I'd be hiccuping forever.
I'm not even going to get into you.
Oh,
It's a
wow.
long story.
Cajun. It's not that
Cajun
spicy.
crust?
It's not that spicy.
Depends on what kind of sauce you got with it.
Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. All right. So we have wings, pizza, burgers,
Steak.
steak.
Oh, yeah.
Steak. Yeah,
Oh,
you gotta go with
yeah.
steak.
Yeah. Longhorns.
You know, if it's so nice
Good
out,
time.
especially you gotta grill out, right, Bri?
Oh
If
yeah.
If it's a good time, you can grill out hot dogs, bratwurst.
Yeah.
You gotta add those to the list too, right?
Sure, absolutely. Smoke a little ribs, maybe if you get up early enough.
Oh.
Maybe it's a 4 o'clock game or something. That's what I should have done.
Ah,
I just
you
hung
should've.
over.
It's all right, bud. It happens. All right, so we ready to close out the show?
Top
Sure.
3.
Let's go to my cousin Vinny's word of the day answer.
Oh no.
Inflammable.
Okay. We're not doing top 3?
We will here after this.
Oh, okay.
I want to get it out of my
Change your
head. So, you know.
Very interesting. All right. Here we go. It's
Inflammable.
inflammable.
Brian, you want to go first?
Not really. I never want to go first with Vinny's
Ass.
word of the day.
I'm going to go with something that cannot catch fire.
Something that
Yeah,
can catch fire. Okay.
I guess that's where I was leaning to, but I was hoping you had a better one.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
All right. Wait, we'll both go down together if we're going down.
We're going down together like a sinking ship.
Hey, we're a team, just like the Browns. We're a team.
Well,
You want to be Leo
the
No.
word
Who's Leo?
on the
Leonardo
Titanic?
DiCaprio?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's,
okay.
he's the one that drowned to let the wife
Got
go.
you. I was just a couple seconds behind you.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
All right. Well, inflammable actually means you guys in this case. So describes things that can easily catch fire.
What?
That's what inflammable means.
What the?
I thought that was
Obviously, I mean,
flammable. What's
well,
flammable mean then?
I don't have flammable up here. All I know is
Oh, come on, that cop out, Vinny. That's the same.
So we're
damn
both
thing
wrong.
as
well, flammable is things that actually do catch fire, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I could be easily, but inflammable actually describes the things that can easily catch fire.
What?
So, like a leaf can catch fire easily, so it would be inflammable until it's actually in flames, which would make it flammable. I don't know.
Well, guess what, Brian? Do you know what I realized today? My cousin Vinny's word of the day is finally done.
Oh no!
Yep,
Oh,
that was it.
hey,
That was it. I'm
You
done.
know what? Let's have like a my cousin Vinny math problem of the day next, or something like that.
You know what?
Like if the Cleveland Browns are down 13-6, they get a safety and then return a 2-point conversion. What's the score after that?
You want to I'll tell you what. We'll create an algebra problem. We'll
Oh,
change
Jesus
it.
God, no.
All right,
We're all right.
I'm
We're all right.
more down with
And by
that.
the
An
way,
algebra problem for you. Don't
Long
worry.
division.
both catch fire, flammable. If
That is very true.
Thanks,
Absolutely
Ed.
true.
Where the hell were you at before that?
Inflammable, though, talks about the things that can catch fire, but don't necessarily do catch fire.
All right, so screw this. Let's go to top 3.
So they're
I'm done-
basically the same
Stop
thing.
it. I'm done with
I just wanted to have fun with that one.
You're
It was an easy word.
you're a dick.
It was one that we've all heard before.
Yep.
Hey, Bri, he's making us look like
What else is new?
Listen,
He's making
would
us
you
look
rather
like
make
Ain't
up
that pride, Vinny?
words that you can learn?
yeah,
something
because
new
guess what?
on?
The hard words we all look stupid on.
I know.
The easy
even me.
words we look even stupider on,
Well,
or more stupid, or whatever the hell the word is.
more stupider. I completely agree.
All right, let's get in our top 3.
You dumb.
You done? Top 3. All right, so our top 3, and we're all laughing here because it's just we went off the rails, so far off the rails. We're going to do our top 3 bowl predicts for the Browns 21-22 season because we didn't do them last week because we all went fanboy on Eric Metcalf. And once again, thank you, Eric Metcalf, because
Absolutely.
it was fun as shit to have you on our show. I never had so much fun, especially to see Brian's face go, oh.
I wasn't expecting it until I saw his face. I heard you give all his credentials, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's not going to be him. Yep, sure enough, somehow pulled it off all the way across the ocean.
Hey, I know. I don't know how I did it, but I'll take credit for it. So, number 3 for the fat guy is, yes, we were going to finish 14-3, and yes, we will win the Super Bowl this year. Number 3, win the Super Bowl.
How's that your number 3? That's like the apex.
Hold on. My number 2 is
How do you get bigger than that?
John Johnson III wins Defensive Player of the Year.
Okay.
Really?
My number 1, and you're going to love this one, buddy. After seeing it, I had to go with it. Anthony Schwartz wins Rookie of the Year for offense.
Okay. That's not bad.
Those are bold predicts, right?
So that would be bigger than winning the Super Bowl?
It would be for me.
That's fine. You didn't say we had to do them in order. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Thanks, Nick. I already called Vinny and Nick when we got off the air for the top 3. So I'm calling everybody Nick tonight. All right, so let's go to Big Bry's top 3 bold predicts.
Well, mine are going to seem quite not so bold compared to yours, but we do have a similarity here.
Just like last
Kind
year.
of.
All right.
Kind of.
Hey, we're going
I
to
didn't go quite as bold as you. No, we have John Johnson III. I'm with you there, but I said he leads the league in interceptions.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think he's just a ball hawk back there. I think he's going to be on the field a ton. And, yeah, usually corners don't lead the league in interceptions too often. But, yeah, he's my guy. He's going to be our leader of our defense. So he's my number 3. My number 2, and might not seem so bold, but I think Nick Chubb leads the league in touchdowns. Had 2 already this week. Hunt's going to steal some from him, but I mean, he's just give it to him. He's automatic inside the 5, and will be in there a lot this year. So, leader in touchdowns. He's never done it in his career. And my number 1 is, again, not quite as bold as yours, but I think we host a playoff game. I think, which means we win the division. And right now, after doing what we did to Kansas City, we have to put that behind us. Our number 1 goal needs to be winning the division right now for the rest of the year. And if we get the number 1 seed, great, but it's going to be very tough to pass Kansas City where we stand right now.
Before we get to my cousin Vinny's top 3, we have Kelly is the best. Schwartz has more yards than Donovan Peoples-Jones. Chubb, most rushing TDs, and the Browns in the Super Bowl. Also, we have Justin Masters. Baker wins MVP. And
don't give it away.
This is just kind of a given. Ohio State beats Michigan.
Yeah. How's that bold? Something that's happened for the last decade? That's not bold. It's like saying I'm going to wake up tomorrow.
Well, all right, let's get into my cousin Vinny's top 3. I can't wait to hear this one.
All right. Hey, I got the Brownies. They're going 15-2.
Yep.
All right. So that's my number 3 right out the gate. In order for that to happen, my next bold predict is definitely got to have a top 5 defense.
Oh,
Gotta have a top 5.
Nice. I like that.
nice.
We got to be
Vinny.
able to stop that ball on the other team for sure. My number 1 kind of follows into that as well. I do completely agree. Baker is MVP.
Wow, there it is.
Which,
That'd
I
be
mean,
sweet.
really the only way that Baker wins the MVP is kind of if he wins a Super Bowl, right? I mean, how many quarterbacks have won MVP without winning the Super Bowl?
Aaron
He
Rodgers.
has to, right? Well, he has to ball out for the
Yeah.
regular season.
Yeah.
And if he does that, and the Browns have 14, 15 wins like we predicted, he has a great chance at winning it.
Right.
I love Ed Columbus's one-liners. 3-2, Lamar out. The Browns due to COVID, and 1 Browns win the Super Bowl. I love it.
Pretty damn bold, and I'd take it all day, every day.
All right, so Bri, let's get into the trivia answer real quick, please.
Yep. We'll see how well you know your college football.
All right. So number 1 pick on Mel
Number
Kiper's
1.
board.
Yep, the number 1 player on Mel's big board is who in college football?
I'm going to go with a kid from Oregon. Was it Thibodeau is his last name?
There
Who
you go.
missed the
Ding,
Ohio
ding.
State game, right?
And it was really just my way of saying Oregon beat Ohio State, and they didn't even have the best player in the country on their team, and they still beat them. So take that, Justin.
Yeah, okay. I'm all right with that.
It's all right. You got to have a down year once in a while. You got like five-star quarterbacks or something.
You asked me earlier this week what was more disappointing, Ohio State's loss or Browns loss, right? I said Browns
Yep.
loss. You want to know why? Because Ohio State can still come back and get in the playoffs.
You know what I should have asked you? I should have asked you when was the last time Michigan had a better record than Ohio State? At what point?
Oh my God.
That's probably a good question.
1994?
Wow.
That's probably a good question. Tom Brady. Probably a good answer for that
shoelace.
one. No, but I mean the Fickle year. Probably.
Yeah, fickle year.
Yeah, right.
Why are we even saying the fickle year? So, yeah, all right, we're getting out of that. We'll get into Big 12 later. All right, boys, we're here at the end of the show. So, thank you, everybody, for joining us. Justin, Ed, Kelly, all you guys in the comments. I can't thank you. Paulie, I cannot forget about Paulie this time. Holy shit, I cannot forget about Paulie.
Hold on 1 second. Everybody kind of has, the Sam Adams commercials.
Yeah.
Your cousin from Boston.
Yeah, that's your cousin from Boston.
Well, yeah, except from New Hampshire.
Does he have a Boston accent?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
We
All right.
give him opportunity. He's got that. He's definitely got
From Boston.
From Boston. Hey, Samuel Adams.
Hey, I got it right here too. Don't
From
worry.
Nice. What are you drinking?
Cherry
Oktoberfest?
Cherry
Wheat.
wheat.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I'm drinking. Yeah, we're not getting into what I'm drinking. All right, boys. I am going to kick my cousin Vinny off. Vinny, tell him good night.
Hey, have a good night, everybody.
Bri, God bless him.
Yep. God bless you. God bless America.
I am that fat guy. We are definitely a legal ham to the face, and we are definitely uncorked and unloaded right now. Also, I want to one shout out that we forgot to do. The anniversary, the 20-year anniversary of September 11th was over the weekend. And, for a lot of people that, especially here in this household, that rings true and it rings deep and hard. For all those families that still are affected, I have to teach my sons who are 8 years old what that meant to this country. And it's something that I never thought I would have to do, but as an American, I feel like I should, especially for my kids and for everybody else that lost a lot of lives that day. I remember that day vividly. I was at my mother's house downstairs in the basement, and she woke me up to tell me to turn on the TV. And when I turned on the TV, I could not believe what I saw. So for all those families that were affected, for all those first responders and military that were there to help out, you guys are the most amazing people in the world. And we will never, never forget that day here. So thank you all for watching. We love our troops. We love our first responders. U.S., we love you. See you.